Picture this. You're happily eating your scrambled eggs. Life is good. And then crunch! You bite down on that tiny white shard that somehow snuck into your breakfast. Did you just invent a new extreme sport called egg chewing? Or, wait, could eggshells actually be edible? I'm Professor Everything, and today we'll be answering the question, are eggshells actually edible? Right here on Explaining Everything. First, let's get scientific, but not boring, promise. An eggshell is mostly calcium carbonate. That's the same stuff in those chalky school blackboards, but healthier-ish for bones. It's basically 95% mineral crystals in a protein matrix, making it rigid, protective, and absolutely terrible for your molars if you bite straight into it. So yes, the shell is technically a component of an egg, just like the white and yolk. But that doesn't automatically mean we should treat it like bacon. Yet. You ever accidentally sprinkle eggshell into your pancake batter and then whoomph! Top of the Cracker Jack Award for worst crunch ever? Well, eating random shards isn't ideal. Sharp edges can scrape your throat, and if it's raw shell with bacteria, like salmonella, you could end up regretting breakfast in the grossest possible way. But let's say you're stranded on a desert island, and all you have are eggs and a rock. Could you pick up those shells and just go to town? Technically, maybe. But why risk stabbing your insides like a breakfast stabbing alley? The answer is not recommended without preparation. So, are they actually edible? Drum roll. Yes, eggshells are technically edible, once properly prepared. If you boil them to kill any bacteria, then grind them into a superfine powder, people have used them as a homemade calcium supplement. Some studies even show they can be an inexpensive source of calcium with decent absorption in the body. Like real supplements, kinda. But hold up. Before you start juicing eggshell powder like it's the next TikTok health hack, let's clarify what that actually means. Okay, so here's the adulting version. Scientists and nutrition folks suggest that if you want to ingest eggshell for calcium, the safest way is to wash the shells really well, like cleaner than your Zoom jacket clean. Boil them for at least 15 to 30 minutes. This kills germs, including salmonella. Dry them out and grind them into a powder so fine it feels like talcum, but edible. Mix that powder into smoothies, soups, whatever. No crunchy shovel bits. Crunchy bits are the enemy. Sharp shells are like tiny ninjas with obvious intentions, damaging your digestive tract. So pulverize. Pulverize everything. All right, let's get one thing straight. If you just swallow a little crumb of shell while eating eggs, you're probably fine. Most of the time, it'll just pass through your digestive system like that one roommate who never cleaned up after themselves, but mysteriously never left. But trying to gnaw a piece like it's Cheetos? Nope. That's like trying to eat your phone charger for calcium. It's not made for your body, and you'll end up with a weird trip to the ER and a very unfunny story to tell. Here's the surprising part. Eggshells are nutrient-packed. One shell can have almost all the calcium you're supposed to get in a day, if ground into powder. So people in some traditional or rural settings have used crushed eggshells to supplement calcium effectively. But disclaimer time: too much calcium, especially from supplements, can backfire. It can build up in places you definitely don't want it to, like your tissues and kidneys, leading to something called hypercalcemia. That's not a very fun condition, unless you really love kidney problems. Basically, too much of anything, even eggshells, can be bad. Even kale, and we all know how intensely weird kale is. Here's the good news. Eggshells are basically a calcium gold mine. That crunchy little fortress protecting your breakfast is packed with the same calcium your bones and teeth crave. Calcium is like the unsung superhero of your body. It keeps your skeleton strong, your teeth solid, and even helps your muscles, nerves, and heartbeat do their thing without throwing a tantrum. So, if you were to properly prepare eggshells, clean them, boil them, and grind them into a fine powder, you could actually give your body a legit calcium boost. Forget expensive supplements. With eggshell powder, your bones could be doing push-ups while you're still sipping your latte. Just maybe don't try this with raw shards unless you want your digestive system staging a rebellion. To wrap it up like a perfectly rolled sushi, yes, eggshells are technically edible if they're cleaned, boiled, and finely ground. They offer calcium and maybe some bragging rights among nutrition nerds. But no, you should not just sit there gnawing them like they're chips. That's a fast track to the hospital you didn't want to visit. Life lesson. Some things we throw away are more valuable, but only after we give them a spa day and a blender. If you enjoyed this crunchy, bone-building, slightly terrifying eggshell adventure, hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe for more weirdly satisfying answers to everyday questions. And if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.